Oh shit, Disco and Alex Wright mock taxis boy Conan. How dare they? Scumbag.
Oh, me and my boy Conan. Shout out to Conan. The 5150.
You did it right this week. At least.
Yeah, I've got cooler. I've got street cred now. Tony Schiavone says, this was an unadvertised match. Yeah, no shit.
What do you mean Disco and Conan? I'm going to bring in the pay-per-view numbers. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World of Wrestling podcast. My name is Rich, and I'm joined, as always, by Tax Williams.
Hello, everybody.
How has your week been, sir?
It's been a very busy week.
We did some SCPW this week. It was good
We
fun.
did, yeah. Great event. It was our 6th edition of our Academy shows held in Hawkinge.
Yep. I say I just was a fan, a viewer as such.
Yeah.
You did live commentary for the first time.
Yeah, we got live commentary, so nothing in post this time, so that was good fun, having to learn on the fly. I did do the thing I dreaded doing, and I referred to Eddie Ryan as Eddie Lion.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, it was a nightmare. Couldn't believe it. But yeah, it's a good learning experience to be able to do it all live, full broadcast.
I will say it looked like you were having the best time ever.
Oh, it was hilarious. I
just
enjoyed it.
Jumping up on your feet, like really popping for stuff that was happening. Like I was so much fun, almost like catching you in the background. Because I was hard camera side, and you were like directly opposite hard camera.
Yeah, that's right.
And so basically, I had a direct line to you the whole time. And obviously, you were working, and I don't want to distract you by any means. But yeah, it was just really fun. Occasionally, when good stuff would happen, I just see you jump up in the background. I was like, oh, look, he's having a great time.
It's dangerous having a fan as a commentator. It really is.
I can't say enough good things, man. It was so much fun. It was brilliantly booked. The talent was great for an Academy show as well. Like you expect the worst sometimes, but it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think the talent on the show, we had a few debuts. So we had we had SJ Randall debut.
Yeah.
We had Paul Bravo debut, who was really impressive. Again, with little fanfare coming in. That kid's got a lot of potential. And also, annoyingly, really chiseled abs. So the kid needs a cake.
Everyone needs some cake, man.
I'm sure he's quite young, so his metabolism will kick out soon and start looking like you and me.
What are you saying? So on this week's pod, we're going to do WCW's Bash at the Beach from 1998.
Oh, what a time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, this is kind of important to me because this is the year when I started watching wrestling again full time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I watched bits around the early 90s through to about 93, 94. And obviously I didn't have Sky TV or anything like that. We've talked about this on the prequel many, many months ago. So I had the odd VHS here and there, and like friends would get VHSs and I'd go and watch those. But my family got cable around 1998.
This pay-per-view was largely based around having two NBA stars in the main event, and this goes to show when WCW was starting to use a lot of mainstream people to get involved, which proved to work from a business standpoint. So this event took place on the 12th of July, 1998 at the Cox Arena.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's funny.
In San Diego. Do you know where the name San Diego came from?
Go on.
It's an Anchorman joke.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I haven't watched Anchorman in years.
That's right. It's just a
I
whale's
get the obvious
vagina.
ones. Oh. I don't remember that at all. I'm sorry.
And there were 10,095 people in attendance.
It's not bad.
This pay-per-view did a bigger buy rate than Starrcade
Wow.
that year. It did 1.5. However, to show how times were turning for both WCW and WWF at the time, WrestleMania 14 drew a 2.3.
Okay, so what did this draw?
1.5.
Oh, okay.
So you could already tell
Wow,
it's
there's a difference.
starting to go downhill.
Yeah.
But the card looked promising. So we had Goldberg.
You say that.
Well, no, but if you look at the card, so Goldberg and Kurt Hennig. So Kurt Hennig, I think looking at it going, Kurt Hennig can't have a bad match of anyone. I could be proven wrong later. We've got Booker T and Bret Hart.
Yeah.
So I thought that could be good. Young Booker T against veteran Bret Hart, so that would be quite useful.
Yeah.
And obviously, anything with Rodzilla, Dennis Rodman involved, is bound to be a calamity.
I think that increase in buy rate for this pay-per-view for WCW is because of Dennis Rodman, pretty much. He was a superstar at this point.
Yeah. Chicago Bulls at the time.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
They just won the NBA Finals against Utah Jazz, which is why it came back to him and Malone.
Look at you and your research.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it. Yeah, cool. Well played.
Well, we'll get to that in the main. But the fact it outsold Starrcade goes to show that if their Mania is outsold by two basketball players in the ring.
Yeah, true. I know what you're saying. This was a really interesting time in terms of NWO as well.
Because we've got Wolfpack and now Hollywood at the same time, don't we?
Yeah, and it's things like Scott Hall is not in the Wolfpack yet. but Lex Luger is.
Yeah.
And it's very transitional still. You can see them searching for what they're going to be doing next and trying to find something else to do.
And this pay-per-view was also 6 days after Goldberg beat Hogan at the Georgia Dome.
We'll get onto that later.
Yeah.
Because I have issues with this booking, but it's all good. So, I mean, the first thing I noticed when they come into this pay-per-view is this is branded as a WCW/NWO pay-per-view.
Yes.
And so they're still going with the NWO invasion angle about 2 years after it kind of kicked off.
Well, even when they Michael Buffer announces Goldberg, he refers to him as the NWO WCW champion.
Wow. Interesting.
It's ridiculous. But
you would have thought they'd drop this by now at this point, really.
I think it's because it's on all their computer games.
Oh, yeah,
because you had
it would have been. I had VHSs with NWO WCW branded on them as well.
And again, it was the draft ahead of time.
Yeah,
they wanted to have NWO, they wanted to have WCW.
They ripped off New Japan, but don't worry, let's carry on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they stole the idea, didn't they?
Yeah, of course.
So my first note leading into this, for having more money in WWF at this time, their production was god awful. Those videos were. Terrible, which is why I think the first thing you see on the show is Mean Gene shilling the WCW hotline.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, this opening package gives me a seizure completely. There's terrible graphic overlays with flickering text. It's just terrible. So, I mean, this opening package puts over the beach, Goldberg, surfing, the mailman Karl Malone, who's a basketball player in the main event, Rodzilla, Dennis Rodman, who's the other basketball player in the main event, Diamond Dallas Page, Hollywood Hogan, seagulls, and a bouncy ball beach transition. That's it.
That seagull should have been there instead of the disciple.
It's kind of weird to me that their opening package is terribly produced, and they're not even trying to put over more of what's happening on the show in any way.
But again, as we alluded to earlier, they're the buy rates because of the basketball boys.
Yeah, just putting that over. That's all they're focusing on at this point.
And it's amazing that
it's weird.
Hogan's dropped the belt, and 6 days later, he's still in the main event.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry about me, boys. Don't need the belt.
It really frustrated me, actually.
I'm in the main event.
Yeah, strange one. So, I mean, Pyro, that's always nice. I miss that nowadays.
I miss Pyro. Not to be confused with Poirot.
There is a lot of Pyro on this show as well.
That's why Oakland's shilling the 1-900 number for the hotline. And I don't know why. I wrote it down. If anyone would like to phone the hotline, it's there. It's 1-900-909-9900.
Okay, so at this point, so I watched this on the network.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, so we both watched the network version. So there was a little note saying the number's not active anymore.
Yeah.
This is really upsetting. I wish it was. That'd be so good if they had like someone in WHQ just answering the phone like WCW hotline.
No, Hogan is still our top guy.
Can you imagine? It'd be so much fun.
He's an NWO white.
Careful now. White and black.
Nope.
Oh, God. I don't know where we're going with this.
I'm going to go into the first match.
Hold on. Let's talk about the staging as well.
Okay.
This stuff, it really impressed me. The actual stage of the entranceway is incredible. Like, they
it
put
looks
a
great.
lot of effort into this. Literally, it's like a beach. So the whole, like, there's about, I'm going to say, 10 by 50 foot covered in sand. It's a lot. It's a big space.
Imagine if you've wrestled in that, because you're going to find that in your gear for months.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm fine. I'm not a fan of the beach in general just because it's sandy. Like when we were in France on holiday, we were like taking the kid to the beach the first time. I was like, yeah, I'll just wait over here. It's fine. I don't want to get sand in my shoes. Like, I've only got one pair of shoes with me. I fucking hate sand.
I love that. That's the ultimate heel in life, the beach.
So there's sand, there's palm trees, there's lots of lights.
Lots of surfboards.
Yep, surfboards, a lifeguard chair, a sand pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
Not a sand castle.
No.
Apparently, they have to be alternative nowadays. Beach balls, pool toys. They spent more time on this set than they did on the card, let's be honest about it.
And it was probably the most important part of the card.
Yeah, pretty much. I really enjoyed it.
At a time when beach balls were allowed at wrestling events. Opening match.
Yeah.
Raven's Rules match, which was our good friend Raven with Riggs and Lodi against Pezza Saturn.
Yeah, so Saturn's just left the flock. What do you think of the flock gimmick?
Well, this disappoints me because in my younger years, I loved the flock.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a really great idea, a really great concept. And just seeing it in these latter stages, I was a bit like, ugh.
Yeah, we were both kind of greebos, I imagine, at that time. So, like, this is right up my street.
Perfect. And still to this day, Raven's one of my favourite wrestlers for psychology. I think he's great for in-ring.
Interesting, because not one of mine.
Is he not?
Really not. I've never really got why Raven is so adored by people. Like, so
have you not seen the body of work of Johnny Polo?
So Jolly Flamingo or whatever it's called initially.
Scotty the Body.
Yeah, and then he came to ECW with this character, this Raven character, which is great. I love the character, absolutely love it. The psychology is really good. The stuff with Sandman and everything else, I really think was good. At this point in his career, I feel like he's phoning it in a little bit. Yeah,
I mean, you get the impression that it's not too long after this that he's out of WCW and gone back to ECW at the time, was it? Because he arrived in ECW as the Dudleys left, won the belts with Dreamer, the tag belts on their last night. So, he didn't care, because this was before Bischoff did his big interview of like, oh, if no one likes it, don't let the door hit you on the arse as you go, and Levy was like, yeah, all right, see you later. And they just walked out of a production meeting.
Right, I remember this story, yeah.
So I think this is around the time, because obviously the flock came to an end, he's got nothing creatively. I think before this, he'd won the US title and then dropped it to Goldberg the next week.
Right, okay.
So they didn't really do much of him. And again, Bischoff didn't really know what to do with him. I think Paul Heyman...
Is that not the definition of Bischoff's booking?
Yeah.
Bischoff's booking.
But I think, he was phoning in at this stage, and it's tarnished a little bit of my fondness for the flock. I also think it's a real shame that Perry Saturn couldn't keep it together.
He seems inebriated.
Yeah.
Like, strongly inebriated. It's just him being crazy, but we all know he had quite a drug problem at this time.
This is shown whether he's not really with it, because they go to the outside, Saturn goes to the top rope and either just slips off or steps off. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He steps off and kicks Raven. He doesn't slip. But he definitely slipped. Also at this stage, did you think that Lodi looked like ECW hat guy?
Yeah, with the Hawaiian shirt and the hat and being up the signs like Raven whatever sign. Yeah. Very much. I thought initially that ECW sign guy was just in the front row.
Oh, really?
I saw Lodi, and I was like, oh, no, he's the other side of the barrier. That's Lodi. Then obviously the commentators refer to him eventually. And so I realized, oh, it's Lodi. Awesome. Like, I remember him. Like, I remember his flamboyant gimmick later in WCW.
Yeah.
That I really enjoyed. Thought was very, very funny. The thing we've also got to mention at this point is Nick Patrick is the ref.
Oh, hail Nick Patrick.
What do you think of Nick Patrick? Because, I mean, I love his mullet and his moustache. I detest his refereeing.
Yeah, awful referee.
Yeah.
Let's never cover the Invasion pay-per-view when him and Earl Hebner had a match.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Now, again...
That was bad.
Where I can now appreciate not doing commentary in post, there are mistakes that commentators make, and I am over too familiar with this after doing a live broadcast, but I don't think I'll ever make this mistake. Perry Saturn goes outside and gets a chair, which Tony Schiavone says he's got a table.
Maybe my favourite moment in this match. Like this, a lot of commentators have made this mistake, because it's like, you see with stairs or chairs, they usually confuse, but table and chairs.
Oh, he's just picked up a table. That seated table.
Oh, it was absolutely outstanding.
And especially the other week when I said, you know what I think was the best commentary booth, three-man booth, was Tenay, Schiavone and Heenan. Listening to it back, again, jaded memories from my early years, and obviously, take Heenan out of that, I wouldn't care.
So... I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but Heenan is trying to be funny, and Schiavone literally goes, oh, okay, and then carries on talking. He gives him nothing back.
He Big Match Johns him. He no-sells it completely.
He really no-sells like everything Heenan says. And Heenan drops some funny lines at time, which are just a credit to his genius almost, in that he doesn't give a shit about this show at all. And he's still like probably the highlight of the commentary team.
Yeah, definitely.
And the fact that Schiavone doesn't give him any like, what do you mean, brain? Or anything.
You need Monsoon to be like, what?
The difference between Schiavone and Monsoon with brain is unbelievable. Like from watching WrestleMania 8 to this, it's disgusting. I really hate it.
I agree.
He's shitting all over one of their best talents. Like, it annoys me. Anyway.
So, in all honesty, Ravens Rules match is going to be a bit clustery, but we come to the end when we get a bit of shenanigans.
And the flock jump him. Saturn backdrops both on the necks. Ow, my neck. Ow, my neck. Just watching this, you're just like, ow, that looked like it really hurt. He looks like he's pissed or drugged out of his face, so he doesn't give a crap about jumping Lodi on his head at all. It's a real shame. He charges at Raven. Raven drags the ref across in front of him. Big ref bump in the first match of the night.
Great booking.
Oh, WCW. Excellent. Nick Patrick sells this by gently humping the mat. So Raven sets up a table on the outside with another table set out. This is hard to describe. Raven is lying on the first table, and there's another table set up above him, and Saturn goes to the top rope. Canyon runs out.
Who better than Canyon?
Where did this come from? Like, I know we don't know the storylines necessarily because I've been watching Nitros and stuff, but any idea why Canyon's there?
I believe Canyon joins the flock.
Oh, okay. This is a weird introduction to that then. Because Canyon's out and drags Raven off of the table, rescuing him. About 3 seconds go past, and then Saturn jumps off the rope, skims the first table, and lands flat on the floor.
See Jeff Hardy / Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. Randy Orton's moved out of the way. I'm going to drop on him.
Yeah.
Perry Saturn. No one's there. Well, in fairness, though, he probably couldn't see under the second table.
I did think this, that's why they did it.
If he'd looked to the other side and seen Canyon and Raven, so I was standing there going, Saturn's going to think we're not in there.
It would have been hard to miss, let's be honest.
Maybe so of his face like they tried to rib him. No, I'll be there, mate. I'll be there. I'll look after you. Way down he goes.
Oh, I didn't put my phone on silent. I'm the worst podcaster ever. Anyway, okay. Oh, God, I've got to get through this. So...
well, you could have got through it. Hit him with an even flow and it's done.
So Scotty Riggs rolls in Saturn. Raven covers him. Does he hit him with an even... Oh, that's afterwards. So Raven covers him. Saturn kicks out. Okay. Plenty of bullshit ensues. And then there's an even flow DDT. 1, 2, 3. Nick Patrick is the worst. I hate his little flappy arm counting thing.
Yeah.
This thing that I'm demonstrating visually, so it's terrible for a podcast. But
it's like The Rock when he does his really over-the-top back strikes. Flippy arm strike, flippy
just
arm
compared Nick
strike.
Patrick to The Rock. What the hell? What just happened?
One's a great actor. One's The Rock.
Holy shit.
The thing that I got about this Ravens Rules match, and again, I appreciate its opening match.
Yeah.
2 weapons. I don't like hardcore wrestling, but if you're going to have a Ravens Rules match, have more than 1 and 2 weapons, especially if you're going to be picking out a table chair.
Why is Raven dictating the rules of a WCW pay-per-view?
Well, at least he didn't go to his Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun matches, which he had in TNA.
Jesus, please no. Please no, don't reference TNA again.
Whoa. Wait till we cover a TNA event.
Yeah, so for me, this match lasts about 5 minutes longer than it ever should have. It's way too complex for an opening.
10 minutes 41 of clusterfuck.
Yeah, this could have been 2 or 3 minutes, easy, with this amount of crap chucked into it. But for a first match on a show as well, I know they're trying to get the crowd going and trying to get heat and trying to get everyone involved and such, but this is way too much. And this goes to my lack of love for Raven. I think Raven's had a lot of say in how this has gone.
Yeah, but I wonder, as you said, if he's folding in Raven's very much like middle fingers to the rest of the locker room.
Yeah.
Right. Well, good luck. Good luck following this.
Okay.
And I also then wonder if that's why, again, the next match is a bit of a... But before we get to the next match...
Let's say we've got a beach ball transition again.
Oh, yeah. Love a beach ball transition. And we've got more from Mean Gene as he brings out your puppy, my puppy, Eddie Guerrero.
One of my favourite wrestlers of all time.
Coming out to the LWO theme as well.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. So they put over the hair versus hair match versus Chavo. I didn't quite get what they were going for at the time because they talk about Chavo having to wrestle the Harlem Heat and then having to wrestle Stevie Ray, who's in the Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
And they kind of trip up over their lines a little bit here. But Eddie is outstanding as always.
I love Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
Again, we could probably do a whole hour on Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, just ranting and raving how much I love everything about him. He's the best. In the worst of circumstances, he's the shining light of this show, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And also, just to the other wrestlers in general, and obviously we're talking more time, but he was in a mess in his life outside of wrestling. He sorted it out. He got it together. And I think that should be for any wrestler or anyone in life who is struggling. Look at that. You could be at the lowest of lows doing anything
Wrestling
terrible.
your terrible cousin, nephew, whatever.
Fucking hate Chavo Guerrero.
Me too. I've never got it.
I always said, through my friend Mike, who I used to watch wrestling pay-per-views with, that I fucking hate Chavo Guerrero. Literally everything he does, I hate him. It's a testament to how bad Chavo Guerrero is that when Eddie Guerrero died, they pushed Rey Mysterio. shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything. Yeah.
His best work was as Kerwin White because Dolph Ziggler was there and he was shit.
Yeah.
I hate Chavo Guerrero. Oh, the Mexican Warrior. No, you're not. You're living off your name.
Do you know what, something really bummed me out recently? Have you watched Glow on Netflix?
Only part of the first series.
Okay.
But he's involved in the...
Because he does a lot of booking of the matches and shows the girls how to wrestle and train them and such. And so you can tell he's kind of having an involvement in booking some of the finishes because they're all crap. Someone finished their match in this the other day with an arm drag, and I'm like, no, Chavo, don't you dare finish a match with an arm drag.
Oh, my God.
I'm ruining the business.
But we'll get on to my disdain for Chavo a little bit later because first we had someone who I do really like.
Which one?
I mean, in fairness, I don't mind them both, but Juventud Guerrera.
Okay, so you're a Hoovy fan. Nice.
I love Hoovy.
So we've got Billy Kidman, Flock Billy Kidman.
Yep.
With Lodi again. Lodi's getting some good pay-per-view money at this point.
Yep.
Against Hoovy.
How bad do you think they wasted an opportunity when they had him, Psychosis, and Super Crazy in WWE as a funny Mexican lawnmower riding faction?
I loved it. The lawnmower thing comes across a little racist.
Yeah.
But the actual faction I really, really enjoyed.
Really good,
Yeah.
and it could have done a lot more.
Yeah, I was such a mark for ECW as well, so Psychosis and Super Crazy obviously coming from that. And I always liked Hoovy because he did the People's Elbow for a few months at least. And I was like, you're a sneaky bastard. Like, how dare you?
I like that Mike Tenay got over why this match was happening. So it stemmed from Kidman saying that the 7-year itch, which is his shooting star press, is better than the 450 that Hoovy does. We get another great Shivani call here from commentary. Powerbomb onto the outside, called it a sidewalk slam.
Yeah, he did. He also, at one point, because they start cheating and using, foreign objects and such, he goes, this must be Raven's rules as well, to try and, avoid the DQ, because they blatantly cheat a bunch of times, and the ref just kind of carries on and ignores it, even though it's directly in front of him, and you're like, they didn't think very much in this one, did they? So there's some really good stuff in here. There's a wheelbarrow suplex where Hoovy lands right on his neck. Ouch. My neck, again. Second match in a row, you get people bumping on their heads properly, and you feel
spiking in a bad way.
A lot of this pay-per-view is very high spot sort of wrestling.
Yeah,
it's not very narrative based, and it definitely feels like Bischoff or whoever backstage has gone, all right, lads, we've got to make sure we compete with the WWF, WWE, whatever. Let's go out there and put on the greatest matches we can, just go high spot, do crazy things.
Yeah.
And this is one of those matches. This is video game-esque wrestling at times.
I'd say so. And again, as you said, I wonder if it's a case if we've got a lot of our new eyes on the product, let's keep them interested. Let's keep them interested with high-flying, hard-hitting, dangerous wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
And also the fact that this show seemed to turn on its head 6 days before the show means that no one's got time for prep. No one's got time to put anything decent together.
Does this show that they don't give a shit about the well-being of their wrestlers?
Yes.
I think it does as well.
And I think to an extent that was the same during the Attitude Era.
Yeah, you could say that for a lot. WWF is it's less high spotty than this.
Yeah, but that's because they didn't have the wrestlers. The hardcore matches in WWF were a lot more intense than this. I mean, some of the matches they were having, it's like cage matches, they just beat the tar out of each other in WWF. WCW, again, it was just spot festy. It was spot festy before it became indie wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. There's some cool shit here. There's a powerbomb from the apron to the floor that Shoney calls the sidewalk slam that you talked about. That looked absolutely brutal.
And maybe he was saying, he's landed on the sidewalk. Maybe he's slammed him on to the side.
Stop trying to justify Schiavone's commentary. It's a nightmare.
I like the part where Hoovy landed on his feet just after the German and hit the Hoovy driver. That was a nice touch.
Pretty big. Yeah, it's awesome.
And then you could tell as match was based on their two finishers, Kidman went up, missed the 7-year itch. Hoovy doesn't miss the 450. And at 9 minutes 55, Juventud Guerrera is the winner of this forgettable but quite high athletic match.
I mean, I think you're underplaying how many high spots there are in this. There's power bombs off the top rope. There's low blows directly in front of the ref that he completely ignores.
That's what led to the Ravens rules comment, wasn't it? The low blow.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. What can I say? There's a point where they definitely lose track of what meant to happen because Kidman just grabs a headlock and they go down to the ground. And you're like, good game, kid. There's some grappling for you.
That's fine. Love a bit of mat-based wrestling during this hot moment. To be fair, they probably just needed a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, chill out, Hoovy. I'm pretty dizzy.
Yeah. So the camera work in this match as well is absolutely shit. They miss a whole bunch of stuff. They're wobbly. It's not WWF.
This same crew went to work AAA.
Yeah, it feels like
Pretty
it, doesn't
much,
it?
yeah.
Like the whole production level is not there. Like,
No.
it seems to be a real issue for WCW at this point, in that they've got the talent in ring, as I think everyone knows, and that for some reason they're putting all these crappy guys up the top of the card when these workers are like working their arse off. Like Booker T even, it should be main eventing at this point.
This, as we said earlier, this was the turning point. These guys were basically going out trying to have blockbuster matches because I wonder if they just saw this as a shop window for them. Let's get noticed by Vince. Let's see if we can go from there.
Yeah. So, do you resent him using the Michinoku driver and calling it the Hoovy driver?
Well, no, because the Michinoku driver is always 3. The Hoovy driver people can kick out.
No one should ever kick out of Michinoku. I really don't think. It looks so bad, like we drop someone like properly in it. Like, I know, people slam straight sometimes. But like, I'll cut that, don't worry. I just wanted to pop you.
Leave it in.
No, I won't. I can't do that. But like, if you actually do a proper driver with it, like, it looks absolutely devastating. And I don't think we can call his 450 a 450 either. It's more like a 430 because he doesn't fully rotate. Like, his knees drop into Kidman.
Yeah, but he's also been doing a lot of high spots. He's probably pretty knackered.
They looked absolutely exhausted.
10 minutes in, if I was like, do you want to go and do a 450? It's like, you'd be lucky I can climb the rope. To be fair, at the moment, it's like, you've done 5 minutes. You're lucky if I can get in the ring. I've walked to the ring.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, overall, again, very spotty. I like the 2 guys in the ring. I would say probably one of the better, if you can even rate any of the matches on this card as good, probably one of the better matches. It's on the better end of average.
This is a lot about what I don't necessarily like about pro wrestling, in that it's lots of very dangerous spots, injuring people, essentially.
Yeah.
These guys both have longish careers, but, it takes a little slip up for one of them to break their fucking neck, and that's it,
Yeah, job done.
And for no purpose. There's no real storyline involved. There's no belt involved.
What do you mean there's no storyline involved? Whose finisher is better, the 450?
Come on, man. That's not
7-year
booking. That's just nonsense that they've made up on commentary to try and get this over. Like, there's not really a heel or a face, even though they should do. But like, they even talk about Kidman like being cleaned up and stuff like that because he bought a new T-shirt instead of having his holy one. You're like, get the gimmick over, man. What's wrong with you? Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make light of it, but as you said, start to finish, a lot of the show, when I say a lot, most/all of the show did not make sense.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think, had we watched the Nitro from the George Dome, I think that would have been what should have been or was planned to be at Bash at the Beach. The pay-per-view.
Do you know why they didn't do like all the big matches from that on this?
No, go away. Go away. Go away. Go ahead.
No, I'm wondering. Like, I don't know.
No, I wonder, because obviously they wanted the TV change because I assume their TV ratings are better than their pay-per-view buy rates.
Right, okay.
So
the TNA theory.
Yes, and then and they sell out.
Why would anyone buy the pay-per-view then?
Well, 1.5 million did.
But like after this, like if you're going to start putting your big changes on TV, remember there was only TV and pay-per-views at this time.
Yeah.
Pay-per-views are the big money makers,
But
really.
I wonder if they realised they could sell out the Georgia Dome at 40,000 people.
Because that's why.
Yeah, and that's why
4 times the amount of people than their pay-per-view.
Exactly, and while obviously pay-per-view buy rate, so you would have got 10 million out of the pay-per-view, let's say $10 a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
If the buy rate is accurate. Always dubious.
Fair point, yeah. This is so WCW, though.
Yeah, but 40,000 people, I wonder if they moved Nitro, and obviously because they had Bash at the Beach booked, because as we see later, a lot of the matches changed around.
So, your best buddy in the world is backstage talking to 2 gentlemen advertising WCW website. Conan, yeah!
Me and my broski, Conan the Great.
This was weird.
A little bit.
They're sitting at a desk with headsets on, obviously being broadcast on the website, hopefully for video rather than just audio. I never watched this. I didn't know this existed, to be honest. I knew about the hotline, but not the website kind of interview things.
This would be like the old AOL addresses as well, wouldn't it?
I'm not even sure I kind of knew how to use the internet at this point in my life. I probably did.
No chance.
Yeah, I wonder.
I heard of the internet around this time, and this was how I would go and get the codes to make my custom wrestlers on like my No Mercy or my WCW games, my N64.
Excellent.
But yeah, that's about it, really.
I'm a complete nerd. I'm trying to think what I was doing in 1998. because I was watching wrestling a lot, because obviously I've just got cable. I think I just bought my first DVDs, because I think DVDs are just around at this time. And we just moved into our house. Yeah, I think we did have the internet at this point, because I remember like checking the WWF website like daily, just looking for updates and stuff.
Good old WWF.com.
Yeah, like when I didn't even realise other websites existed.
Yeah.
I just go to WWF.com and just look up their stuff.
Oh, I can't believe Vince McMahon just provided me this one thing for a phone line just to connect to it. Oh my God, it's amazing.
I'm assuming you never called any hotlines or anything ever in your
None
life.
at all,
Okay,
no.
I was hoping that you might have for international fees, can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Parents would have killed us.
As a side note, my parents once got a very expensive phone bill.
Right.
And both my parents tried to convince me, and it's like, if you phoned the WWF phone number, it's okay. You just need to tell us because we need to know why the phone bill is so high. And I'm like, I genuinely didn't.
Right.
And I thought to myself, I don't think my brother's phoned a Sylvanian Families hotline because I think they're based in this country, so it's fine. So I'm just assuming my dad was phoning porn lines.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, the boy's been phoning wrestling in America. That's why it is. Definitely.
Let me just grab a drink, man.
Do it now. He can't defend himself. Dad, that time when there was a phone bill.
Mate. Oh, dark. Very dark. Oh, God. Right, okay. So the next match is Stevie Ray against Chavo Guerrero.
Match? You called it a match?
Well...
Do you know as to why he's got to go through Harlem Heat and Stevie Ray, as
no
explained
idea,
earlier?
They didn't explain it. There was no TV package. There was nothing.
No, I tried to have a look online before doing the pod to see if we could find a reason as to why he's got to go through an opponent to then fight his uncle in a hair versus hair match. But
I don't think they know, mate, to be honest.
I enjoyed Stevie Ray in this, walking to the ring saying he promises to slapjack someone.
Okay, nice, cool.
I'm going to slapjack someone. All right.
Why is Chavo wearing a blow-up ring and has a super soaker?
Wanker, prick.
Yeah. Because it's beach-themed pay-per-view?
Oh, I've got creative control, and I'm going to look like a bellend.
Does he actually have creative control?
Who cares? He's a prick.
Right, okay, fair enough. I'm very serious about your hatred for Chavo.
I've never liked his in-ring work. I've never liked his character. He dined off his family name to get where he got. Yeah. As I alluded to earlier, the perfect time to push someone who you think is a very good wrestler and character would be a time where you can capitalise on tragedy. They pushed a different man.
Don't know how I feel about that statement, but I know what you mean.
Well, it's Vince McMahon. Capitalise.
Yeah.
If 10 years ago...
I've always felt very uncomfortable with that sort of capitalisation.
I know. I agree with you. But if you think 10 years ago, had Jim Neidhart died 10 years ago, Nate would have won the belt the next night.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe so.
Because, this is how Vince works. The only thing he's never capitalised off was Owen. And even then, he was rumoured still at the time trying to bring Anvil and Bulldog back from WCW to try and make things right. Now, is that making things right, or is that trying to capitalise?
So, Chavo's also wearing an Eddie Guerrero shirt.
Yep.
Is it because he hasn't got his own merch or something? He just wanted a Guerrero one, I don't know. I don't get it. So Eddie comes out with his scissors. Chavo then dedicates the match to Eddie. This is for you, little trooper. Fuck off. They shake hands. Chavo sells it and submits instantly. So your winner is Stevie Ray, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, via handshake submission.
On a logical storyline basis, if this match means nothing and you're going to have a match and your hair's on the line, obviously not appropriate for me because I'm bald, at least he goes, I'm not going to wrestle because I've got another match if I lose. It doesn't matter.
The logic is fine. I don't mind it. The finish is kind of funny as well, is what it is. But why is this even here? Was it just to get Stevie Ray on the pay-per-view?
I'd say so.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Hey, Bischoff, look at my contract. I've got creative control. I need to be on the pay-per-view. Oh, right. Well, maybe you can go against Chavo for a minute.
It got quite a good pop. I will say that. Like, Chavo, losing. Got quite a big pop from the crowd. Because obviously they then realised once Chavo gets on the mic that he's then going to be able to wrestle Eddie fresh for their hair versus hair match. But again, this feels so convoluted and just pretentious and stupid and just completely needless. Just have a hair versus hair match.
Yeah, and also, let's be honest, why are they having a hair versus hair match?
Yeah.
I looked again for all the backstories of Nitro, and it was just a case of he challenged him.
Cool.
Challenge for a hair match.
Dub C dub. Dub C dub.
Oh my god.
There's a reason no one ever chanted that. So we've got Eddie against Chavito. Eddie's mullet is gorgeous. I love his mullet so much. It's absolutely perfect. It's proper crop top up the top, but then like the long kind of rat tail thing down the
Classic
back.
business at the front, party at the back.
God, Eddie's gorgeous. They kind of go for this comedy start where Chavo's biting him and Eddie kind of sells it and then shows the ref his ass and things. And this doesn't feel like the serious Ser Lucio Puesto sort of match we're going for here.
No, not at all.
It's weird. So we get a gory special by Eddie, and I imagine you popped like crazy because it's one of your favourites. Awesome.
Always.
Nice.
And in theory, Chavo should know how to get out of that.
You'd imagine. Yeah. What do you think of this? I don't even need to ask you really, but I know what you're going to say. But Chavo doing the whole, he's a maniac, he's a crazy man sort of gimmick.
So wacky.
He's terrible. Cannot get this over at all. It's so messy. I don't know why either.
I mean, it's a difficult gimmick to get over anyway.
Yeah.
The person who's managed to get that done in recent times, in memory of wacky, was when Alicia Fox went crazy and started throwing drink over Michael Cole.
I thought she was quite good at that. To be honest, I actually watched that.
But that's the only wacky gimmick that's really.
I can think of a couple. I can think of traditionally, if we think of like Missing Link.
Okay.
Animal Steel, George.
Yeah.
What's the girl in TNA who has the makeup all over her face?
Rosemary.
No, that's not Rosemary.
Daphne?
No, Daphne was quite good at it. But no, it's not.
Oh, Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I think it's Chelsea Green. She's the girl like currently wrestles for them, right?
Yes.
Or has wrestled for them, I should say. I think she got that over pretty strong as well. Like the kind of like, I don't know, messed up bride sort of character.
Yeah, but that was like off the chain. So like she lost her mind, whereas Chavo's like, I'm a wacky guy.
Yeah, there's no
look at my super soaker, just loading it.
I like how you did like a masturbation thing. As you pumped your super soaker then.
That's how I load my super soaker.
That's how we all do, mate. So Eddie takes over pretty much for the vast majority of this match and just beats the crap out of Chavo. Thank God. They both can't hit the frog splash. They both go for it a few times. They both end up struggling over the scissors with the ref and this sort of stuff. It's just such a messy finish, this. So Chavo and Little Nate just struggling over the scissors. Eddie rolls them up in a small package. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Guerrero wins.
Great.
Okay. Great. Thanks, man. Yeah, awesome.
I can't even say I obviously love a gory special, but other than that, I was like,
I expect better out of Eddie, even if it is with Chavo.
I wish I'd selected the Bash at the Beach a couple of years ago when there was a War Games and there was Warrior coming back, because at least I would have been like, at least there's a nostalgia pop here. I'm already, we have 3 matches in, and I'm like, fucking hell.
But that's sometimes makes for good podcasting, because at least we can talk about how much trash this is. Like, this is terrible.
This lasted just under 12 minutes,
right,
and it finished
another kind of 10-minute match.
Yeah, and it finished with Chavo shaving his own head, laughing
it's
maniacally.
So cringy. I'm watching this, just going, this is not funny or entertaining. It's just you trying to be a character that isn't working in any way, shape, or form. And he's there for like good 5 minutes shaving his head, make sure he gets all the little bits and stuff. Because the ref's like, yeah, you need to make sure I get it all off. And he's just like, just do a couple and just walk to the back, please.
That's basically Bischoff backstage going, got a bit of time to fill. Hogan wants to go Broadway with this main event, so we want to push this card as long as we can.
Mate, this whole card is very short as well. Like, why are they not extending these matches at the beginning? Give them 15, 20, let them work. Like, especially like Raven and like Eddie Guerrero and stuff.
Yeah, but again, I think it's just the quality of what they want to put out.
Yeah, I just don't think they care about these guys at all. They're like, right, you 3, all 10-minute matches. Hogan, here's half an hour. Do 5 if you want, mate. Don't worry about it. You do whatever you want.
Yeah. Cheers, brother.
Trash booking. Absolutely hate it.
What's that Booker T's going to get you?
There's this classic line, by the way, where I think it's Tony Schiavone says it goes, the people at ringside are stunned. No, they're just gone to get a beer or a piss or something. They don't care about this at all.
I think as well during this match there was the first boring chant of the evening, because we got a lot of that as we went through the card.
Indeed. So let's move on. So we'll get this kind of explanation that it's meant to be Jericho versus Malenko or something or other. They don't really explain it very well, let's be honest. Malenko snapped on a pay-per-view or on Nitro?
On Nitro.
The 40k people?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I assumed as much. Now you've said that. I can understand why. So the match is off. Okay, so we've got Jericho versus... Ooh, we don't know at this point. Oh, God. I hear disco music.
Yeah. Wow. And again, here's similar to Chavo. Here's somebody who's done well to make a career out of anything.
I've always hated Disco Inferno.
I mean, at least it came out of Alex Wright.
Yeah, I mean, there's some benefit to this. He was terrible, Alex Wright. Like, he's funny. Yes, he can dance and stuff, but he looks so awkward. I've never seen someone look so awkward in the ring. You know those early diva kind of matches where they're like pausing and stalling and like they just don't know what to do with themselves all the time?
Toss.
Yeah, I feel like Alex Wright is in that vein at this point.
My God.
You can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get like a German European character involved, so when they go to Europe, they've got that character.
But
to
at
be
that
a
time,
top
they
guy.
had Bret Hart, who was probably more over in Germany than it was in the US, which is still bizarre, but he was huge in Germany.
I didn't know that, but okay. If you say so.
Yeah.
Why so big in Germany?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But yeah, he was in WWF. He was huge. He always thanked his fans in Germany for no reason. And the fans, he always talks in podcasts about how he would go to Germany because he'd get the biggest crowds. He'd even say himself that, outside of Canada, he was more over in Germany than he was in the UK or the US.
Well, in terms of like typical things about Germans, not a lot of personality, really loads of technical skill.
Jesus.
We think of stereotypes of a German kind of 90s comedy character. Like,
It's not the view of Tex Williams.
yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll cut that. Don't worry, it's fine. All right, you know what I'm saying. Fuck you.
No, leave it in. But yeah, so it's Disco and Alex Wright.
Let me take. Hold on. So, oh shit, Disco and Alex Wright mock taxis boy Conan. How dare they? Scumbag.
Oh, me and my boy Conan. Shout out to Conan. The 5150.
You did it right this week. At least.
Yeah, I've got cooler. I've got street cred now.
How good is the Wolfpack music?
Brilliant. Whose plan was the Wolfpack?
I have no idea. Probably Nash.
Do you think it was Kevin Nash?
I think it has to be, doesn't it? He was just like, fuck this Hogan shit. Give me some red and black and let me do my own thing.
Yeah, because that entrance music is brilliant.
It's so good. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack.
Do you think, and I know they cocked it up when they brought in Hogan, Nash and Hall.
What, into WWE?
Yeah. Do you
if Hall wasn't completely like drugged out of his mind at that point, it would have been fine. But like that's a problem. Nash's knees were gone. Hogan's an old age pensioner on this show, let alone then.
Tony Schiavone says this was an unadvertised match. Yeah, no shit.
What do you mean, Disco and Conan aren't going to bring in the pay-per-view numbers?
We've got Rodman and Malone on this. Oh, well, what can make this better? Have we put Disco? Put Disco on the poster.
So Disco comes out with the Wolfpack, or at least some of them. Right, Nash immediately grabs the mic, pissed out of his face. It's like, "Yo, what's up? What is San Diego or something?" I don't know what he says.
It was San Diego, yeah.
But he sounds so pissed at this point. It's pretty funny. Like,
it's awful.
He doesn't give a shit. He's not wrestling. Why do you need to be sober?
Absolutely awful. Again, I think this might be the time that Nash was booking.
All right, okay,
as well. You've got
to laugh, man. It's really funny.
I really
the
can't.
amount of money he was taking in at this point, and he's not even booking himself on pay-per-views and stuff. If he is booking,
sensible money.
Yeah, he's the man. Like, totally gets
What
it.
are you doing tonight, Nash? I don't know, about 3 bottles.
I'm gonna walk to the ring, drop some sobers, and have a fucking a party, mate.
Oh, but we'll bring Luger out as well because he's not working.
Yeah, exactly.
Lads, who else wants to come out? No, I'm all right in catering, thanks. Big Kev. All right, no worries.
Conan does his shtick, which I absolutely love. Who's Bowdy and Rowdy and all this sort of stuff. Like, yeah, it's really good fun.
On Twitter with my mate Conan.
Oh, so good. Basically, this match is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Alex Wright cheats. Then Luger goes over, gives Wright the torture rack. Nash powerbombs Disco behind the referee's back. Tequila Sunrise.
Done.
Conan wins by submission.
Yep.
Yep, fair enough.
Conan wasted in a WCW career. I think when he was such a huge star in Mexico, they could have bought him over, and I think he could have done great things for that company.
I don't want to shit on your guy. Has he ever had a good match?
How dare you? He throws a shoe. in early SCPW stuff that I did, I started throwing shoes.
In tribute to Conan?
Yeah. Meathead was on the top rope and I launched my shoes at him.
Oh, who throws a shoe?
Exactly. But there was also, again, from another popular wrestling podcast by Bruce Pritchard.
All right.
He was saying how once he received a phone call from a wrestler who was looking to leave WCW and basically didn't refer to himself as Conan. It was like, "Hey man, it's K-Dog."
Okay, cool.
And it was like, and Conan's quite popular. People know who he is. But Bruce Pritchard only knows Conan.
Okay,
so when
no idea who he was.
So when K-Dog phones up and basically tries to get a job, and this is at the same time that the Radicals were all coming over.
Okay, right.
Because Conan was like trying to get in on that. And basically, Bruce Pritchard asked K-Dog, maybe send me over a tape. I'll have a look at it. To like the biggest star in Mexican wrestling history, just saying to K-Dog, send me a tape. And apparently they were... Benoit, Guerrero, Malenko, and Saturn all brought it up at the dinner, a secret dinner they had with Bruce Pritchard, and he was like, that was Conan. Oh no! And apparently all the Radicals found it hilarious and didn't even bother letting him know. Well, we move on to next, one of the biggest matches of the night, again with another sports star.
So
I use that term very loosely.
The NW Hollywood music hits again, and Giant comes out. Big Show, Paul White. If you don't know who the Giant is at this point, listeners, I'm sure most people do. Would
have had a better career, would have been called Paul White rather than the Big Show in WWE.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, I always thought it should have just been Paul White, but I think maybe there's an element of he's such a big star. We want to try and give that sort of name to him, I understand what they were going for. Never thought the Big Show was a good name though.
No.
Just why can't they go with Paul the Giant White?
Because he'd be like, oh my God, he's a shark.
I don't get it.
Big white shark.
Oh,
great white shark.
Oh, that's a good gimmick though.
Yeah.
You could work off that. Yeah.
Although, then Shark Boy would have never had a career.
That'd be quite a good tag. The Great White and the Minnow or something, I'm
going to book it. If I ever get millions and millions of pounds, I'm going to book Paul White and Shark Boy to come and be like...
I don't think Shark Boy would be that expensive to get over, mate.
It'd be like skinny dipping in the shark tank.
Fuck's sake.
Do you know much about Big Show's opponent, Kevin Green?
So I know that his nickname is the Mean Machine and that he's an American football player, and still an American football player at this time. He's not retired or anything.
No, and that leads on to my point. So he was at the Carolina Panthers at this time in 1998. Because he kept coming to wrestling, and this match was supposed to be... sorry, my notes.
That's fine, don't worry.
This match was supposed to be the Giant and Kurt Hennig against Goldberg and Kevin Green. Because Kevin Green has been working a lot of tags on and off for WCW over the last few years.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. His first big feud, he teamed up with Steve McMichael. Obviously, I'm assuming a relative of Mondo McMichael.
Yes.
Probably.
Mongo,
not Mondo. That's bad.
Package delivery for Mango.
Sorry. But because he kept...
deep cut references in the last few pods, by the way. But yeah, go on, carry on.
But because he kept going to wrestling... every NFL franchise who tried to sign this guy onwards put a no wrestling clause in his contract, in the NFL contracts.
Okay, cool.
So he wasn't allowed to wrestle after this. So, but because he's been in tags, obviously he's now one-on-one with Big Show, and it's very much with the Giant, and now it's very much like, oh crap, we've got two guys who can't really do much together.
Okay.
I liked how the Giant was billed as 7'4" and weighing 519 pounds.
He's growing half a foot.
Exactly.
My only things that I wrote down about this are like, what the fuck is this shit? Well, there are not enough sporting pros on this card already. Like, I feel really bad for him that he's getting undercarded by two basketball players. You're like, why would you book this on this show with the two basketball players?
Well, I suppose as well, as he's already had previous, he's been in there for the last few years.
Save him for Nitro the next night or something,
Don't save him at all, because I get the impression, as you said, he was playing in the NFL at the time. I don't get the impression he's a massive star in the NFL. That'd be me saying, I've got Ryan Fraser from Bournemouth to come on the pod.
That's a deep cut reference again. Jesus.
As opposed to saying, I've got, Lionel Messi to come on the pod.
There's Americans listening to this going, who are these wrestlers they're talking about?
Lionel Messi was an offensive lineman from Tijuana State.
I feel the need to clarify, just to stop people being confused, that he is the greatest footballer in the world, playing for Barcelona, and he's outstanding. Let's carry on.
Yeah, I'll stop my ridiculous references. So yeah, this match ended with the Giant with a chokeslam. Kevin Green tried his best. I literally have nothing else to say about it.
There is nothing to say, mate. It's just absolutely terrible.
Kevin Green sold that chokeslam really well.
There is one point, considering I was complaining about DQs not happening earlier in the night for low blows in front of the ref and cheating with Lodi. As Show gets in the ring, Green kicks the top rope into his crotch. That is a low blow disqualification. He should have lost straight there and then.
Had the bell rung. Technicality.
I think it had by that point. I think this was halfway through the match.
Yeah, it should have been disqualified.
Yeah.
And the problem for this poor Kevin Green chap, thrown in there 6 days to go. Oh, don't worry, you might have Goldberg to basically shadow you and basically cover your inefficiencies in the ring. Go out and wrestle the Giant.
Yeah, to be fair, at this point in his career, Giant is astonishingly good considering his size.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I'm giving him a bit of bad rap from what he becomes because obviously with age things change, but...
Motherfucker was doing moonsaults.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, he's a big boy.
So, with you saying about the Giant being able to do... So, he's very agile, he's at the best of his game, he can do moonsaults when some other wrestlers can't.
Yep, indeed.
Do you think, similar to what we were saying about Braun Strowman, do you think Vince McMahon has missed a trick with Paul White? Because, again, had he made him a special attraction, he could have been the fun guy in Kids Foot. I know they're putting him in films now, but it's like, oh, he's the big guy who's farting. He's probably done a big poo because he's big.
So, I have a theory that the Attitude Era, the 97 to kind of 2002, 2003 period was insanely popular for wrestling, for WCW, WWE, ECW, because people used to jump ship all the time. I think that is more controversial than anything you can really do in a match. You know, it's legitimate, firstly.
Yep.
So when Jericho jumped over, like, everyone was like, oh, hang on, they're going the other way. Like, everyone was going to WCW at this point, and that got their ratings up and up and up and up and up. The matches were terrible. The undercards were really, really good in general. You had guys like Jericho, Benoit's. That's not a name. I'll blank that.
Malenko.
Guerrero.
Leading on to a Benoit reference, there was an interview that Kevin Owens was doing on another podcast. Right. And basically, he was basically listing off people from a SummerSlam, and he basically went, oh, and obviously then there's Benoit. And it's like, oh, actually, start that again. Can you edit that out? And went through it, and the guy who did the podcast forgot to edit it out.
Whoops. Well, we all make mistakes. Don't worry about it. I've done it as well now. I'm leaving it in, by the way, just so you know.
That's fine. I as I said, I see, because we're talking about wrestling characters, we talk about Chris Benoit, the wrestling character.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
not the man with a brain of a 90-year-old Alzheimer's patient who did a bad thing.
We're not horrible people, to be fair.
No,
So the point I'm getting to here is that when Big Show jumped and came up through the thing and did the whole slam in Stone Cold Steve Austin through the cage, I remember thinking this was like the greatest moment in pro wrestling history ever. Like, I was seriously popped. I absolutely loved it.
That was a Valentine's Day Massacre, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Which is such a good thing to have. I don't know why, if they've never had a Valentine's Day on a Sunday, they've not done another one of those, because it's such a great gimmick for a pay-per-view.
I know what you're saying. If you actually know what the reference... Do you know what it refers to?
Yes, but...
The big murder from the mobs and stuff. That's not very PG. So the point being, yes, they did waste him, because post this debut... I think they maybe realised that he wasn't as good on the mic as they hoped he would be, for example.
Yeah.
And I think for Vince, that's more important than in-ring talent or size or anything. But this, I think, since Andre left/passed away from WWE, WWF, I think Vince was always looking for that next guy.
Yeah.
I think he maybe had it in Sid, in Luger, Yokozuna, people like this.
Yeah.
But this is really the first guy he's ever had that could have been that Andre for him.
He could have been used to be a marquee like Andre was.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he did become a huge star, and he was a marquee kind of character, you know?
Yeah, but he was obviously he was never going to be Andre level, and I think with the continual flipping, no one could take him seriously.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem, is they kept changing his character over and over again. I think that's maybe because he didn't have a strongly developed character at any point, really.
Well, really, other than I'm 7 foot tall, what was his character?
So Kurt Hennig is backstage at the WCW website desk that Conan was at earlier. He puts over that he can beat Goldberg. Yeah, good luck, mate.
Yeah, especially 6 days after he's won the big gold belt.
Exactly.
That NWO WCW title.
So we jump to Jericho and Malenko. Actually has a video package for their match, which is nice because there was none for any of the other ones.
No, not at all.
There's also an Ultimo Dragon sighting in this package. And I'm like, yes, Ultimo with like the 15 belts and stuff because New Japan. I mean, what's it called? The Super Juniors or whatever?
Yeah. I will always remember Ultimo Dragon for WrestleMania 20. Ultimo Dragon ran out onto the stage and slipped over during his entrance.
Oh, right, okay. I remember that, yeah.
And at that stage, Vince McMahon was like, nope. And that's when Ultimo Dragon stopped being used.
Oh, that's a shame.
which it is a real shame because he could have been brilliant for their cruiser division.
I'm not sure if this is a Cruiserweight Championship match at this point because no one really announces anything. And we've got Jericho versus a mystery opponent.
Well, they did say earlier in the evening that he's going to have to defend his belt.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
okay.
So it's on.
Again, this is one of my complaints with WCW is that they're not slapping you in the face enough with the information you need.
Yeah.
Like, there might have been a comment, but you've got to really pay attention to
As
make
you said,
sure.
if you're catering to a casual fan buying a pay-per-view who saw this big, massive 40,000 arena, you want to have your stories front and centre, don't you? So they can pick it up and go through.
I'm going to be honest, I watched this pay-per-view very casually because it wasn't piquing my interest in a great deal, so I don't know. Jericho has a top hat and a cane for some reason. I have no idea why. Apparently he's going to come out and do like a dance or something.
Good look.
Yep, exactly.
Did you notice something about Jericho's music?
What, on the
network?
Yeah, they changed his music.
Yeah.
It wasn't the what's the band? He used Pearl Jam rip-off music, didn't he? Yeah. They changed a lot of the music. It's a shame because it was generic rip-offs. It wasn't actually
playing the chord progression for Nirvana backwards for DDP.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Raven as well.
Yeah. Not sure you can get away with that. But they changed loads of people's music for this. I kind of wish that I'd gone and found a dodgy copy of the original. Did you notice the guy in the front row wearing a DX t-shirt?
Yes.
A bright blue DX t-shirt. I never saw those back in the day.
Probably got a free ticket to get in. Oh, nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. But who at ringside is not going, that guy, give him a free t-shirt just so he can put that over his DX one.
Considering they were taking away Becky Lynch signs at Hell in a Cell, the fact that this guy front and centre on your main rival's faction.
That was not a good look for WCW in their front row opposite the hard camera with DX advertised all over it.
But again, who's producing at this time? No one.
Yeah, I guess
people
that's
are
the
just
problem,
phoning it in, aren't they?
Yeah. Jericho talks with JoJo.
Yep.
All right, Bray Wyatt. What's this guy's name? I've forgotten. It's the guy.
JJ Dillon.
Thank you very much. It's JJ Dillon of the Four Horsemen, isn't it? He says he'll wrestle a local jobber. And it is definitely still a no disqualification match. Hang on. When was this a no DQ match?
Yeah,
Did they announce that earlier?
Oh, no. He asked for it to be a no DQ match.
Okay.
He said he wants to wrestle a local jobber, but only if it's a no DQ match.
Oh, okay, right. Again, this is so pretentious and so just can you just make this more obvious, please?
So it's a good thing we both watched this because there are things, as you said, watching this pay-per-view quite casually, there are bits you've picked up that I definitely missed. So it's good that collectively we might be able to get through this.
I mean, is that not the massive problem with WCW?
Well, we're halfway through, and my interest in this whole pay-per-view was more, oh my God, what have I done? In fact, I even thought to myself, at least I was watching AAA, and I thought it was awful, but at least I could watch it.
Okay.
I'm watching this pay-per-view, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'd rather be watching AAA.
So, wow, that's quite a statement. So you picked this one, right?
Yeah.
And so I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, thinking, oh, well, something good's going to come up. And when Rey Mysterio comes out from the back here, I was like, oh, awesome. It's like pre-injuries Rey Mysterio. And he's still quite young and agile.
Rey Mysterio, who was coming back from an injury.
Yeah, true. But it's still he hasn't got his massive back injuries at this point, I imagine.
He hasn't jacked up.
Because there was a time when I remember Ray being interviewed for WWE and saying that he couldn't back bump anymore.
Yeah.
And being that's a problem if you're a luchador.
Or sensible wrestling. No, I can't bump, mate.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Big Show. Can't bump. Just punch me. I'll sell it.
He was kind of in his prime for WWE at this point as well. And you're you're main eventing pay-per-views and you can't back bump. Yeah, not sure that's going to work. But thank God he seems to have got himself in shape. And
he looks great now.
All right, so basically we have a Cruiserweight Championship match. It's a no disqualification match between Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio. If I saw this on paper for 1998, absolutely stoked. Killer match, killer wrestlers. This should be amazing.
I am going to say, pick one word out what you said then. This should
is the word that you should pay attention to there.
In my notes, I've started because I wrote quite a few notes for this because it was so dire I wanted to go into it, and I've put things in bold that I really want to say. And only in this match, there's only one bit of bold writing, which is they fight up to the lifeguard stand in the entrance, and Shivani tries to sell falling in sand as bothersome.
He says it's a soft landing, but it must be irritating. For fuck's sake, Shivani.
Yes, nailed it, mate.
Oh, so bad. I will say I love Ray in the pink and lime green.
Yeah, it's a good look.
It looks really, really cool. Really, really feisty. Kind of early Joker, Harley Quinn-esque. I thought it was really cool. The best bit is them fighting on the entrance beach, as you say.
Yeah.
Do you like how I referred to it as an entrance speech?
The entrance speech, I like it.
There's a top rope power slam by Jericho that I was like, oh, that's a big move for this time, especially the guy that's coming back from injuries and stuff. Maybe that's not the best thing to be doing with Ray at this point. Jericho goes after Ray's knee because it's the thing he injured previously. So classic storytelling. No problem with that at all. Jericho goes for the Lion Tamer. Malenko comes out. Ray rolls up Jericho. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio is your new Cruiserweight champion.
Hooray, Mysterio.
What a shame this wasn't a better match.
6 minutes wasted of brawling in the beach.
6 minutes?
Yeah.
Jericho and Rey Mysterio when you've got like half an hour left on the pay-per-view.
As I said, you've got Rodman, you've got Malone, you've got Hogan, and that guy who drove a limo once at WrestleMania.
So terrible. Like, this is a real shame. Think about how good Jericho is at this point.
Yeah.
Like his promos, his in-ring work, everything about him, he is the very best. This is just after, I think, the 2004 promo.
Yeah.
2004 Moose promo. Like Rey Mysterio and like the height of his career, let's be honest. Around this time, next few years, like really is when he like becomes the top dog around
before he becomes demasked.
Exactly. That was a bad mistake as well.
Do you think, again for one of my topics of discussion,
do you want theme music for this?
No.
I'll give you a fanfare if you want.
No, thank you.
All right.
Do you think WCW would have lasted longer had it kept or pushed the new stars? Or do you think that from a business standpoint, it was run so badly backstage that it wouldn't have mattered who was on their roster, they would have gone under?
I can say right now, there's Guerrero, Jericho, let's be honest, Benoit, Booker T, Raven, Rey Mysterio, Sharp are all guys in this card that are main event worthy.
Yes.
Very much. They could definitely be at least kind of like contenders for the belts at this point. The fact that they gave Kurt Hennig a shot at Goldberg, I thought was like very revolutionary for WCW. The fact this isn't like Hogan, Nash, Hall, one of those boys, you know, is it's different at least. They're trying something a bit different, but it's just people jobbing for Goldberg at this point.
Yeah.
And we know all those names I mentioned. They're not the guys that are going to job for Goldberg every week, week in and week out.
Not at all. So do you think that while these guys were good wrestlers, had they been used properly, do you think WCW, especially at this time period when it was taking a bit of a downturn on buy rate and backstage politics, do you think anything could have saved it?
Tell me Scott Hall and Jericho headlining pay-per-views wouldn't have sold more buy rates. Scott Hall is your cool as hell face from the big faction.
Obviously, a healthy Scott Hall.
Jericho is a sneaky, horrible heel, you know.
But they would have had to build them.
Yeah.
So again,
who do you book Jericho against for the belt? Booker T?
Booker T or Jeff Jarrett.
Booker T beats Hogan, maybe.
Hogan wouldn't allow that.
But I'm saying, like, you know, if we had creative control, which they didn't.
Creative control. Well, they in fairness, you know, he does stupid things, but that Russo did try it. He tried to push Jarrett. He tried to push Booker T. He tried to push Kidman.
It's years after this, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That it's already downhill.
Yeah.
The problem is that
they've reached their peak and they're like just rolling off the tip of the cliff as they've given Goldberg the belt already, and you're like, that's it. That's your fulcrum point. You can't do anything more with Goldberg. The chase is over. He's got the belt.
I think personally, from a business standpoint, for my view of my question,
do it. Yeah, it's fine.
I think the problem for WCW was that where they had all these big money contracts, if they basically told everyone to go home, unfortunately they wouldn't have had any money to invest in new talent, and then they would have needed to get the new talent they would want to pay the new talent, because obviously they've made these guys bigger stars. At that time, Vince McMahon's got more money, can offer them more money. Yes, they've got they had the AOL Time Warner deal to take them, but I feel that due to poor management and not controlling Bischoff for those last few years when they had the AOL Time Warner deal, I think it couldn't have mattered who you put in that company. I still think it would have folded.
Yeah, maybe. I think they had the potential to survive, but I think they would have needed to have changed the end of that NWO booking. Around this time is when they needed to really switch it up to compete.
Yeah, definitely.
I think one of the big things that held them back as well was the lack of 14 plus verbiage and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they were very much kid-friendly still in terms of how they were saying stuff. I've just realised who they need to book as a more prominent star. Scott Steiner.
Yes.
Scott Steiner at this time was terrifying.
Yeah,
If you'd have made him super heel guy against Goldberg, like I know they do it eventually, but it's quite a bit later in their careers.
It's too late for
Yeah.
them to do it.
God damn, they had so much potential.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup.
Indeed,
Holla!
Hang on.
If you hear me.
We've got a little bit on the end of this Rey Mysterio Chris Jericho match where Malenko chases Jericho to the back and Arn Anderson literally stops Jericho as Malenko comes up and beats him. Like literally, Malenko hits him like 2 or 3 times and they cut back to the ring and that's it. We don't even get to see Jericho and Malenko brawling away at the back at all. It's like, have they not got enough time in this pay-per-view spare, like at the end, where we could just show Jericho and Malenko for like 2 minutes, maybe?
Due to cutbacks, it was a cabled camera. It's like, if they go around the corner, we can't. We can't get him.
Get the wide angle, boys. We'll get him in, don't worry. It's very, very silly. So next up, we've got a TV championship match. Bret Hart against Booker T. How good does Booker look at this point?
Yeah, brilliant. I thought, again, when looking down this on paper, I thought this will be an absolute brilliant match. This is Bret trying to make himself in WCW. This is a upcoming Booker T with a point to prove. He's out of Harlem Heat. He's going into singles action. I thought this could be a very good test as well for Booker against Bret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have been. Should have been.
Could have been. Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda's probably sums up this pay-per-view.
So Booker is super over at this point. Bret's kind of playing the NWO heel sort of character.
Should have never joined the NWO.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Bret is beyond his prime at this point, definitely. And he's been booked as a heel for the last few years, had the Montreal screw job in WWE, WF, whatever. So you can tell that he knows he kind of can't be the face that he should have been, maybe.
Yeah.
Never should have been heel, let's be honest about it. As much as, yes, I don't agree with Bret not putting over Shawn when he should have and all this sort of stuff. It was a weird time for pro wrestling. There was lots of competition and like lots of heat with heat in the business generally. He is past his best at this point, but he's still so technically sound in the ring. Like he is agile, he's technical, he knows how to work a match. You know, even as a heel, when it doesn't feel natural for him at all to me, he still does a really good job of it.
Yeah, definitely.
The finish of this match comes with and there's an axe. The finish of the match comes with Booker doing an axe kick, a spinneroonie, and a top rope missile drop kick. God damn, Booker's good at this point for his like size as well. Bret gets his foot on the ropes though and goes for the pin.
Oh yep.
Bret wipes out Booker with a chair as Booker kind of jumps to the outside and we get the disqualification straight away.
Yep.
I can understand why. Let's continue this story. It's fine. We know we've got 2 more matches to come. At least 2 more matches, I think, at this point. Should this maybe have main evented?
Not for their buy rate.
No?
I understand why WCW had what they had, and the layout of the card.
But the thing is, right, people have bought the pay-per-view knowing that Karl Malone and Rodman and DDP and Hogan are in this match, right? So if you put this match here, it gives them all a bit of leeway to be a bit shit because they're not professional wrestlers.
But then if it's only the basketball fans who've done it and the whole idea is to keep your eyes on your product and maybe get them to enjoy the show. Because again, one would imagine WCW thought, we're going to get them in for 3 hours. They're going to sit down. They're going to watch our product. We'll give them the basketballers at the end. They're going to have a lovely evening. They're going to watch Nitro tomorrow night. And had they...
Mate, I think that's wishful thinking.
Well, no, but...
They're still wrestling fans.
Yeah, but then you think that if you put this basketball match in the middle of the card, basketball match...
Middle? Like third from last. It's still pretty high. It's still like, you know... It's not a dead spot by any means.
If you think, let's say, 500,000 people tuned in to watch Rodman and Malone wrestle...
Yeah.
You'd then have the end of the pay-per-view being watched by like two-thirds of your buy rate staff who already know who the
spent
people are.
this much money on a pay-per-view. Why would you start watching it?
Because it's been shit so far.
That's a fair point. Okay, and maybe it's just because once I've spent that, once I've started watching a show, I will just complete it, no matter how bad it is, sort of thing. Because I'm a wrestling fan.
I would turn off. I mean, if I'm honest, I wanted to turn this off.
I did get to that point. I may have skipped a little bit of the last match. I'm going to be totally honest.
That's right. I've got the last match down.
So for me, I mean, I would have put the tag match here with the 2 basketball players. I then would have had Booker and Hart tell this story for 20 minutes rather than like... Do you know how long this went?
The time limit on this match went 8 minutes and 58 seconds.
I was going to say it felt like under 10, and that's disastrous when you think you've got Booker T and Bret Hart, like still kind of just in their primes. Like they're definitely capable of going 20 minutes. Like I wonder whether they're phoning this in deliberately because there was like, we don't care, we're still getting paid.
Until the main event, there was over 15 minutes.
Yeah. But then you have Goldberg and Hennig in the main event. Goldberg obviously squashes him, send everyone home happy.
Again, I still don't think that I think it worked with Goldberg when he was back with Brock. And I think having Goldberg in 6-minute squashes, because that's what he could do, fine. But, oh my God, no.
You just not having it at all.
I still think that the purpose of your pay-per-view, that's the main selling point of your pay-per-view, so that should be the main thing. That should be the main event.
Okay.
As I still think...
It's not like putting Mayweather and Big Show in your main event.
But that wasn't the main thing on that year.
I think a lot of people bought it for that were casual fans that wouldn't be buying it anyway.
True.
Because it's Floyd Mayweather. Like, he sells pay-per-views. Like, that is just known, you know?
But also, you've got the freak of nature. So you've got, like, a tiny little boxer, 7'4", 519-pound man per WCW.
I love pro wrestling so much.
Well, that's the thing, though, isn't it? The booking didn't make sense. And I'm always very much... Unless you've got a very, very good story, your world title should be the focus of your top stars. For example, when WWE go back to Saudi Arabia for the Crown Jewel, pay-per-view,
please don't remind me. Go on.
They've got a World Cup tournament.
Okay, right.
To crown the best in the world. Yeah, the best in the world isn't your 3 guys fighting for the Universal title.
Of course it's not, yeah.
Which also then leads, where's Braun's green belt? He won. In Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
I'm just going to not have an opinion at this point. Let's carry on. So Brett attacks Booker's knee after the match with the chair. He does the figure 4 around the post, which is pretty awesome. I love that spot. Brett also flips off the ref at this point, which I thought was hilarious. So, like, it's meant to be kid-friendly, mate.
Cheers, Survivor Series.
Like, say, Warner, Time Warner. Like, you're not meant to flip him off. Anyway, I'm literally genuinely thinking, where is Stevie Ray at this point? And then about a minute or two later, the commentator's going, where's Stevie Ray? And I'm like, oh, for God's sake, am I ahead of you, even though I haven't watched the upcoming of this? Stevie Ray strolls down to the ring and strolls off Brett rather than running him off because he's not running. I don't get this. Did you get the storyline?
No, I guess, I'm going to help my Harlem Heat brother.
Right, but he's disappointed with Booker somehow or something?
Yeah, you retained your belt. Oh, I'm really angry at you.
Is it jealousy? Are they breaking up the Harlem Heat?
Well, I think so at this stage because Booker's got the singles title and they're doing the classic Sean Marty. Oh, who's going to go further?
Yeah.
Evidently not Stevie Ray.
I think everyone realised it wasn't going to be Stevie Ray at this point.
No.
Booker's such a superstar, and it's a shame he's not immediately put in the title picture, to be honest. So we get a video package of Goldberg beating Hogan for the World Heavyweight Championship on Nitro. And we cut to Michael Buffer in the ring wearing a white tuxedo. What do you think of Michael Buffer? Because they were paying him a buttload of money to be on each of these shows. It was something crazy like $20,000 every night he was on money. To stand there and introduce these people.
I assume he got double money because he got to do the... We've got 2 matches left.
2 main events and there's fucking 2 main events. Suck my dick. What?
Well, as I said, at the beginning you had Kurt Hennig come out. Bloody love Kurt Hennig. Very low-key entrance announcement by Michael Buffer until Goldberg comes along and Michael Buffer's basically having to fill. What I also enjoy, the fact is that Tony Schiavone had to get over on commentary. Oh, I'm back from Goldberg's football days. He smashes his head into a locker. You can tell he's bleeding.
Yeah, because blatantly he's done it backstage in the little promo earlier where they show Goldberg and he smashes his head into a locker. But Leighton didn't mean to make himself bleed because he's got a nice little dent on his forehead where he's bleeding out.
And then Heenan also goes, but didn't he normally do that when he was wearing a helmet if he was playing football? And Shivani goes, yeah, but he's still used to it to get in there, get his game face on.
Again, like, no selling Heenan's commentary and stuff. Like, come on, play with it at least. Have some fun. Like, this is WCW. No one cares.
The first thing I noticed, one of the first big moves that Goldberg did is Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, overselling like a son of a gun.
Yeah, he's great. He's absolutely outstanding. Like, we know he had a bit of a drug problem as well at this point.
Yeah.
Or at least previous to this point. I don't know. Like, but you can kind of tell he's, again, doesn't really care. He's getting paid. He's going to have to take a few bumps, but that's about it, you know?
Yeah, and... Again, smart putting him in with Goldberg because he was a safe hand. Classic mid-carder, getting jobbed. Chops, kick, punch, struggle in the corner, spear, jackhammer.
I say spear, jackhammer. Come on, man. Sorry. You've seen these matches before.
Spear, jackhammer, Goldberg wins 1, 2, 3. And
I will say Goldberg is super over.
Oh yeah, like, no, I don't disagree with how they put this. Like you said earlier about Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig being involved in a title match. It's a brave thing to do when other people are on the card, but I guarantee you, had they not had Rodman or Malone, Hennig would be nowhere near the world title.
Yeah, pretty much, because you'd have either Hogan or Nash or someone in this match with Goldberg, you know. Oh, well, actually, no, it'd be someone jobbing probably.
Maybe
so
DDP being able to put
it could
him
be
over or someone like that.
Who knows?
But
but don't blink, kids. This match is over before it's even started. Really.
Another 6-minute match.
Yeah, but I have no problem with them putting over Goldberg like this. It's what was getting them attention and money and such. But again, this is his plateau. This is the height of his point. Like, there's only one thing they can do now. Is he either holds onto the belt for a very long time, eventually loses it. What the fuck else are you going to do again? Have him chase again? It's not going to be as interesting.
Yeah, because this is what happened, wasn't it? They went up to Starrcade, and this is where you had the shock stick from Scott Hall joining Wolfpack, which was like such a shoddy finish.
Yeah, bad booking.
And this must have been the time, because obviously Nash booked it. So Nash booked himself to beat Goldberg.
How soon after was this?
So this would have been 5 months after this event.
Okay. So, yeah, it probably was Nash booking, at least having some involvement in the booking. Like, Nash has done interviews where he said he never booked WCW properly.
Yeah.
Like, he never had the control he wanted to. And I can understand why he would say that. But when it's him and Goldberg, I'm pretty sure he's got the influence here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going over, and I'll get Scott Hall in the main event to hit you as a security guard with a shock stick, and then I'll pin you after you've been electrocuted.
You can understand the theory, but, like, you've got one thing carrying the company at this point. That's Goldberg as your champion. And 5 months? I would have made this last couple of years even.
Yeah, make it, and because then whoever beats him, wow.
At least he's also got a chance to hopefully be a better wrestler at this point as well.
Exactly.
His gimmick's over and he can do some cool shit, but he can't sell at all.
And then the heel Goldberg, when he injured himself smashing the window of a car, and then like severed veins and stuff like that.
What are they playing at?
Yeah,
that was a disaster.
Ruined it.
Absolutely terrible.
So that was our what could have been the main event, but again, I think that they put it here because they knew that Perfect could go as long as he wanted, but Goldberg could maybe go 10.
Yeah, if that.
Because there's nothing more interesting about it.
Apparently this is win 112 for Goldberg. I think he got 10 wins this week, maybe. Like they just added on that number.
But I noticed they slowed it down because I think he got to 136 before he lost.
Right, okay. So they stopped doing that. Oh, he's won 20 matches on house shows this week. So we get another video package for the main event. It's pretty terrible. The graphics are absolutely disastrous.
Also,
you even get a
not
really
featuring
crappy transition.
any NBA footage.
Well, I doubt they had the rights or even.
Well, that's the thing though. If you're gonna get them in, I know obviously you want to maybe distance yourself from these are wrestlers now, not basketball players. But if you had basically Rodman and Malone in the final, in the NBA finals, which were I think like 1 or 2 months prior to this, where they beat the Jazz again. Mm-hmm. So I think it was 2 years in a row that Bulls beat Jazz in the finals.
Yeah, the Bulls were quite good at this time period, if you didn't know. They won pretty much everything.
Scottie Pippen.
They had Scottie Pippen, they had Dennis Rodman, but more importantly, they had Michael Jordan, who would just go win matches by himself. He was that good.
I don't think basketball's ever heard of that guy. What's he ever done?
These kids nowadays, they might not even know who Michael Jordan is, you know?
Oh, Kobe Bryant, yeah?
So we've got Hogan and Dennis Rodman with the disciple,
Brutus Beefcake.
Not Brutus Beefcake.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. To be fair, this transformation, I don't remember realising it was Brutus the first time he came out.
Yeah, he's done well to shake that.
Yeah, really, really good. Yeah. But I've written him down as Brutus the not so much Barber Beefcake. I thought it was quite funny.
This guy couldn't get patched in DOA.
Yeah, definitely. Sons of Anarchy touch, you know? Yeah. Versus Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone. If you don't know who Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman are, they're basketball players. It's really simple. They're on opposite teams. Karl Malone obviously wants to be a pro wrestler and has desired to do it. I think they got Rodman in on a whim because he doesn't seem to care very much. He's not very good in the ring.
But he did go on to the finals of Hulk Hogan Celebrity Championship Wrestling with him and Screech in the final.
That wasn't a work, obviously.
Definitely not. Michael Buffer, earning his money, announces that both DDP and Malone don't affiliate themselves with any organisation. So clearly WCW and the Jazz mean nothing.
Oh, interesting. Strange. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. WWE production, this is not. It's shoddy.
Awful. God awful.
It's really quite bad. Rodman really needs to learn where the hard camera is because he does his whole Wolfpack sign thing, but like to the crowd on the other side, you're like, dude, turn around, hard cam's over here. Like we could have got a really cool like moment there, but you didn't get it.
People were saying through some of the reviews of this show that Karl Malone really went at it and trained really hard to be a wrestler.
He's even got matching gear with DDP and stuff.
And Dennis Rodman didn't even take off his do-rag.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's fixing his do-rag more than he's wrestling at this point. I really enjoy the whole feel the bang that DDP and Karl Malone do on the entranceway. I popped pretty hard for that. Like, there's not much that popped me in this show, but that definitely did. It
was good.
The fact that they got matching gear and that he's obviously trained quite hard.
Yeah, he's done well, I think.
Yeah, I think Karl Malone is actually impressive. I don't know why he didn't stick around so much. Probably got so much money he doesn't need to.
Probably the NFLS with Kevin Green. So the NBA basically went, No wrestling clause. Come on.
Right, okay, yeah, probably. I assumed he was kind of retired by this point, but was he still in the height of his career?
I don't know, because
He's
obviously...
getting to the NBA Finals.
Well, they played each other in the finals.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it was either his swan song. But yeah, you could definitely tell the difference between someone who put the effort in to not look stupid and Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, pretty much. So we get Karl Malone and Redman.
Redman? Yeah, that'd be amazing.
METHOD, man. Don't know why I went Method rather than Red, but I don't know really read some Redman songs. So
shout out to Amazing Red.
How many Reds are we going to drop in here?
Red Rooster.
Oh, fuck off. So Malone and Rodman start for some God knows reason and immediately get you both suck chants from the crowd. That was a bit of a shame. Rodman won't engage. He's doing the cowardly heel tactic. Yeah, fair enough.
Well, Rodman stuck around after this.
I know he was on quite a bit of WCW stuff. He wasn't wrestling so much, was he?
He had a singles match at Hog Wild.
Against...
I can't remember who it was against. I watched it and I was like, this is... I think it might have... was it Ernest Miller? No, it can't have been. I wonder if it was against DDP.
Miller and DDP could both work with him if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They're both pretty talented guys and they can work around Rodman's weaknesses as such.
Rodman's weaknesses, yeah. Jesus. When I see
every time he does a shoulder block, he falls over, you mean?
When I see Rodman, I think I can main event at WCW pay-per-view. Jesus Christ. Oh.
You probably could. You've had training, mate, more than Rodman's had. Yeah. So there's lots of stalling. There's lots of rest holds. Malone slams Hogan pretty early, which is kind of cool. I like that. That was fun.
Excellent execution as well. Good form. Lift him up. Protects him as he goes down.
Excellent is maybe exaggerating a little.
For a basketball player to lift up a 300-pound man.
Probably better than I could do it immediately, but yeah, who knows? I could give it a go. Watching enough wrestling, I could probably work it out.
I will save some of these gems for when Mr. Wicked comes on, but obviously as a owner of promotion, he has some really special emails. So one of the games we're going to play with you is fake or real email.
Okay.
And one of the emails that came into him was basically a kid who clearly didn't bother looking at the website as to where the training school is.
Yeah.
So the first thing was, I'd really be interested to come and train with you, blah, 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 blah. So Mr. Wicked responded by saying, no, it's really great. We're based here. Let us know. And he was like, I live in here. How am I supposed to get there?
Fuck's sake.
And Mr. Wicked's response was, well, maybe drive, get a train, or cycle. And he responded by saying, no, it's too far away. And then he got another message going, I know all the moves. And it's not as good as that. It finished off, I know all the moves. And the next message came along, even submissions.
Oh, my Lord. Jesus. So there's boring chants for DDP and Redman. Rodman. They spit at each other, which I always think is kind of gross. Rank. I wish people wouldn't do
Absolute
that.
Rank.
Rodman does an arm drag. It's actually not too bad. That's probably one of the best things he does in the whole match.
Yeah, but in fairness, it's who's selling it.
Yeah, exactly. And then this gets really, really messy.
This is awful.
There's missed spots. There's bad timing. The tags don't seem to make sense. There's very little psychology. They're just trying to get through these 10, 15 minutes or whatever it is.
This is what indie wrestling was in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Because you had people who would say, I can work, and then promoters would look at their MySpace or something. They'd have a lot of followers and they go, oh, maybe we can sell some tickets. And you'd have 2 or 3 people on that card who didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah.
And it would just look like this. Really bad, shoddy elbow drops. Clotheslines where they basically try and lift their arms over their heads and stuff like that. No, it's awful.
We've all seen a bad wrestling match where the guys have lost track of where they're meant to be going, what they're meant to be doing. And in the main event of one of your bigger pay-per-views,
this was match 2 of an NWA UK Hammerlock show at the Stour Centre in Ashford level of crap.
You say so, mate. Hogan and Rodman kind of take over the match. Obviously, they're the heels, so they beat down Karl Malone. Karl Malone does a pretty good job of selling here.
Yep, not
he's
bad.
Not terrible at all. DDP does DDP stuff. He's outstanding. Really, really good at this time. Never one of my favourite wrestlers, but can work.
Yeah, definitely.
Compared to these 2 basketball players and
Hogan.
Less than agile Hogan. Yeah. Eventually, we get a hot tag to Malone. Diamond Cutters by DDP. Diamond Cutter by Malone. The Disciple in. Gives DDP a Stone Cold Stunner. How dare you, sir? Then he drags Hogan over to DDP for the 1, 2, 3, and Hogan and Rodman win because Hogan don't do the job, mate. Don't know if you knew this.
No, not at all.
Fuck's sake. You've got 2 faces completely over. Your dog shite mate who can't really wrestle, and you that can barely wrestle, even though you're a superstar, and you still have to fucking win, you piece of shit.
So we like Hogan here, yeah?
Yeah. I've never been a fan. Like I used to kind
we
of like
said this
stuff
on the
back in the
prequel,
day.
wasn't it? It was Warrior over Hogan, wasn't it?
Yeah, of
for
course.
us?
I was always Rogan and Savage. I'm Rogan. I'm getting confused now. I was always Macho and Ultimate Warrior rather than Hogan.
Yeah,
every time.
And then other than we say that's the end of the match, then we had a lot of pageantry to the crowd for about 10 minutes at the end of this pay-per-view.
Mate,
And the pay-per-view finished, going back to the three commentators going, this is what's happened, see you tomorrow night on Nitro. If I'd watched that live, no you bloody wouldn't.
Mate, this match finishes about 2.5 hours since they started.
Yeah.
They're meant to be filling 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, so...
the awkwardness at the end when all the NWO Hollywood are around the camera and they're all trying to be like, cut a promo.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And then like Rodman's out of character, like, yeah, it's great, man. Yeah, it's great. I really enjoyed it.
having a
Really enjoyed
conversation.
it. And like then Scott Steiner like comes out and is like, yeah, I've got muscles. And then just disappears.
Bischoff's blatantly gone, get out there, do something, put them over, make them stars, you know?
And Shivani trying to put it over, going, oh, and DDP always leads through the crowd. It's what he does.
Yeah,
So,
gotta love
my
it.
God.
We've also forgotten that Malone gives Brutus and Charles Robinson diamond cutters
Yeah.
as well, which I guess is
Cheers, little
just,
Nate.
It's 98.
Yeah.
You can do Healy things like this and still get over. Like, don't worry about it. It's fine. They also throw in some slow motion clips of terrible wrestling from the main event. The commentators then take ages stalling, trying to say goodbye. They get kind of like 3 or 4 minutes extra out of this. But this pay-per-view finishes about 2 hours, 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
my
not
God.
quality.
That's
you're
December
paying
to
for.
December right there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's not good. A few little notes about the pay-per-view. Music firstly. I missed all the crappy WCW rip-offs. I wish they'd left them in. Instead, we got, Chris Jericho would Break the Walls Down. We got Raven with some generic music. We got Rey Mysterio with generic music. And that's like,
it's not.
It's a real shame. I think we need to go and find, next time we do WCW, like the old
Yeah, we'd have to go for
broadcast.
the original broadcast without a shadow of a doubt.
I'm sure we can find it. The production is unbelievably bad at times.
For the amount of money they've got in that company and resources, I know Bischoff, when he took over WCW, was very much down on cutting back on production and cost cutting.
Right.
It's just pointless.
I think it comes from the late booking, so they've got no time to get these packages made for people.
Yeah, but again, it's, as you said, it's even when Russo was booking during the Attitude Era, there was always a long-term booking plan. There's no long-term booking in WCW at this time because it was shotgun booking.
Yep.
It was whoever had control or wanted to do something would get to do it, regardless of any long-running storyline, which is a shame because as you said, I was always a WWF, WWE guy. I would occasionally switch over and watch Nitro when I was watching wrestling on a Friday night.
Yep, during the adverts, flick over, see what was there, see if it could keep your attention.
Yeah, and it never did.
Unless it was like, Eddie in a really, really good match
Yeah.
against Ray or something like that, occasionally it would hold my attention.
But then I look, especially now, at the production values, and again watching some old WWF pay-per-views. God, no wonder why it made WCW look like an indie. There are better shows that I've watched recently of WCW that I really enjoyed. I said I like all the stuff they did at Sturgis because I think just the atmosphere there is really good and quite fun. I think a lot of the stuff in the early NWO was really interesting. As you said, when we had a lot more jumping, who's going to join the NWO, who's going to do this, who's going to do that.
Yeah, that was my favourite moments of this time period in general.
But this is where it's going down because this is obviously when we're going to have Leno come in as well. And again, from a marketing standpoint, having Bischoff and Hogan take over Leno's show and kick him out of his own TV studio, great. But one cornflake for me, this pay-per-view.
One.
And that's only for Rey Mysterio's attire.
I will say my biggest positive from that was actually really good. My biggest positive from this whole show was the theming. Like the whole bash at the beach.
Okay.
With the beach at the beginning. They got the bouncy balls looked a bit cheesy, the transitions and such, and they disappeared after like 3 or 4 transitions. I don't know if you noticed that.
That's because someone had clocked off.
I just forgotten about you press that button as they went to the next camera,
No, because he was a bit like, well, I finish at 9.
So, I mean, there was some good parts to it. It felt brilliantly cheesy and silly at points, but it's the wrestling part, the actual booking and the storylines and stuff that is terrible. Like, it's disastrous. Like, I remember watching WCW a bit in this time period and enjoying it. Like, I like Scott Steiner, I like Booker, I like...
Well, so you've got people like Jericho, you've got DDP, you've got Perry Saturn,
there are
you've
great
got Raven.
guys here,
Yeah.
guys that keep your attention. But if you can't keep that going and there's no story or motivation behind any of it, like,
Yeah.
well, how long are you going to keep this going for, you know?
I gave AAA 2 cornflakes. I gave this 1. I would say that so far the pods, because, and the only reason I would rate AAA above this is because I had no expectations with AAA. I had no real experience of most of the wrestlers, and it was terrible in a fun way. AAA.
Or AAA, yeah.
I was watching. I was like, "This is ludicrous." Whereas I'm watching this, going, "This has angered me."
It's depressing.
Yeah, and I also don't think it helps. Obviously, we've had some good shows we watched recently. I've had a great weekend at SCPW.
Into this crap.
I rewatched We're Gonna Need a Bigger Room in Brixton.
Oh, okay.
The first show we went to together as wrestling
We
friends.
both made a mistake here because I watched the latest New Japan show before watching this.
Oh,
And
mate.
the comparison was like, oh my god! Like New Japan has like no production. It's really, really basic and to the point.
And still better than WCW with multi-million, zillion-pound
Because
budgets.
the narratives are there. Like I don't need all the crazy crap, to be totally honest. Maybe it's a time difference as well. Like they're more focused on pyro and nonsense and gear and stuff than they are on the actual wrestling. Like their staging is so well developed. It looks amazing because they know it's going to be in photos, that's going to be in promo stuff, or this sort of thing. Like they've got some elements that they know they need to do right. It's having a root in professional wrestling that they don't have, and that's their biggest problem.
Yeah,
It's because Bischoff isn't a wrestling guy.
Yeah, he's a businessman.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he changed the business. A lot of people say Vince McMahon changed the business. No. Bischoff changed the business by increasing pay-per-views, by getting that on that prime time on, was it TNN or CBS? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what the...
TNT.
TNT, that was it. And... yeah, that changed the business. Vince McMahon's taken the ball and run with it, so he basically took a good idea and made it better. Without Bischoff, we would have probably better pay-per-views, but I don't think the industry would be anywhere near it is.
Yeah.
So, WCW, we've got some things to be thankful for. Bischoff, good. The cruiserweights coming across and having mainstream exposure in North America, good. But this show, overall, dross.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately.
Very little positive to say. I wouldn't even recommend it to anyone as a joke. It's just really terrible.
No, AAA,
Just don't
watch it as a
bother.
joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Go and find Halloween Havoc with Ray and Eddie on it if you want to watch the WCW. That's a great match. It's classic.
Or anything where they'll give Malenko more than 10 minutes.
Yep. For today, we're going to play a different game.
Amazing.
We're going to play a fairly simple one because I just want to try this and see if it works. Okay, we're going to do WWE Heavyweight Championship, combined days as champions, higher or lower.
Okay,
so that's all you have to do. You have to get 5 correct answers.
Okay, out of how many?
So
as many as you go.
you can play it in sequence sort of thing. So let's say you get 3 chances.
Yep.
Okay. To get to 5. So as soon as you get one wrong, you go back down to 0.
Okay.
Get me? Okay.
Now,
so
when you say World Championship, is this both world title, WWE title, Universal title?
It's just the WWE Heavyweight Championship.
Just the WWE title. Okay, I can do this. I'll probably
just go with it. It'll be fine.
Yep, fine.
Okay, so we have to randomly generate a number or a wrestler. So I'm going to do that to start with.
26, please.
No, you don't get to pick where you start. Hold on. I've got to think of a name for this as well. I'm just call it higher or lower. It's time for higher and lower with the WWE Championship combined reigns. Our randomly generated number to start with in these positions is 36.
Okay.
So we'll find who is number 36 on this list. Give me one tickety boo. So number 36, we're using the top 49 people, technically 50, but Antonio Inoki kind of doesn't count, so he's in there. But yeah, we'll just forget Inoki had the belt or whatever, okay?
Okay.
So 36. 36 is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has had 66 days as champion.
Okay.
I thought it was more than that.
No, yeah, 2 months after he got injured after Mania, didn't he?
I guess so, yeah. Okay. So, I guess I just start picking people and you have to guess higher or lower. So it's kind of me versus you. Okay?
Yep. Okay.
So you have to get to 5 correct answers in a row to be able to do
no
this.
problem.
All right. We should have had some sort of random number generator here, but it doesn't matter. I'll tell you what. Can you randomly generate numbers? If you just put in to Google.
Yes, but now you told me 36 I'm going to generate numbers, I'll just be able to pick which positions they are.
I'll do it then. That's a fair point.
I should have probably said it and nailed the game.
That would have been cheating. Okay, so we're going to randomly generate numbers to make this easier. You won't know them, obviously. I will only be the one that knows them. Okay, so you started with number 36 as Daniel Bryan. Your next thing to see higher or lower is Yokozuna.
Higher.
Yes, higher indeed. 280. Okay, so you have one. Do you keep track?
One.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so next one. Okay, it's so hard not to read out the number that comes in front of me. Okay, your next one is Kurt Angle. So has Kurt Angle had more days, so higher or lower than Yokozuna as WWE champion?
Okay, so Kurt, I think, would have had a couple of reigns in total, but I don't think they would have spanned over 280, so I'm going to say lower.
You are incorrect.
Oh, no.
Kurt Angle has done 297.
Oh, dear.
It's very, very close, though. Okay, right, let's start again.
Okay. This game could be over quite quickly.
You've had one attempt. Okay, I'll keep track of the attempts. All right.
Thanks.
So that is your first generated number. Okay, we're going to start. I can tell you the starting number. We're going to start at number 26.
Oh, okay.
With The Miz at 160 days. Okay. So your random number generator. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going from The Miz. We are going to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Higher.
You are correct. Austin comes in at 530 days.
Jesus.
That's
well
pretty
done,
good.
Steve.
Nicely done, Steve. Okay, so we're then going to this one. So that's one correct answer. Higher or lower, Seth Rollins?
Lower.
You are correct at 220. Okay, how many is that?
I'm 2.
2 now. Okay, good. Just keeping track. It's good for the pod, mate. Don't worry. Okay, so from Seth Rollins to Andre the Giant.
Lower.
At under 1 day. Because you didn't quite get the whole thing. Okay, so from Andre the Giant to Ivan Koloff.
Higher.
At 21 days, but not much. Okay.
Oh my God, I could win this. I've got one more to win.
One more to go. Okay, oh, this is a really difficult one. Vince McMahon. More or less than Ivan Koloff.
How many had Ivan Koloff have?
Ivan Koloff had 21 days.
Lower.
You are correct!
Hey!
You win! Vince McMahon coming in at 6 days as WWE champions. Yeah, well done. Congratulations, my friend. Right, my turn. We're actually going to compete against each other.
So I got it in my second run.
Attempt, about 7 attempts, I think you got it in. Something like that.
Yes.
Something like that. 7 correct, or like 6 correct answers and 1 incorrect. Doesn't matter. But second attempt, you got it.
Okay.
Go on.
So we are starting at position 39 with Mankind.
Okay, how many days?
47.
Okay, so we're starting Mankind at 47 days.
So we are now going to go up to, or down to, as I press the magic number generator. So we are going from Mankind with 47 to Ric Flair.
More.
Correct.
Higher, I should say.
Correct. Ric Flair tied with Big Match Roman on 118 days.
Oh, nice. I thought Roman had more than that, to be honest.
So there we are. So now we will go back to the random number generator. So we go from Roman Reigns at 118. John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, see, that's a tricky one, because I know John held the belt for a while, but I think it's going to be less than Roman.
Higher.
Ah,
He's had it for 280 days.
I know he had a really good run at one point, didn't he? So, bollocks.
I almost made a rookie error because he's held a joint number of times with Yoko. And I almost said
Nice.
So we have to start again.
Okay, cool. Let's try again.
Okay. So we are going to start at our good starting position. Position number 5 for Pedro Morales with 1,027 days.
Nice.
So
Lower.
do you want
Less.
to keep your answer?
No, definitely not. I don't need to know who it is first.
We go down to Roman Reigns.
Lower.
Congratulations. We've had the same number twice now. Cheers, random number generator. Roman Reigns at 118 days, so you have won, and this is your second attempt.
Mm-hmm.
So, we then have Brock Lesnar.
From Roman Reigns to Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Brock has to be higher.
He is higher. He's got 579 days.
Cool. We're nearly done. We're just playing a game, then we're done, all right? Cheers. Go on.
Okay, so we go from Brock Lesnar.
I've got 2. Come on.
To Randall Keith Savage.
Higher.
Wrong. Lower.
Ah, god damn it.
Savage has held it for 520 days.
Who was I going from?
From Brock Lesnar with 579.
Oh, that's pretty close. Okay, shit.
Very
Okay.
close.
Go on, right. Third attempt. Let's do it.
Last attempt.
Third and final attempt at playing higher or lower and getting wrong answers.
Oh, look, it's the favourite number of the selector. You're starting at number 29 with either Roman Reigns or Ric Flair on 118.
Okay, 118. Is let's go Ric Flair because Roman Reigns sucks.
Ric Flair. So higher, lower, and Ric Flair
118.
with Edge.
Edge has got to be more higher.
He is 139.
Close. I'm getting difficult ones.
Edge.
So that's one.
So that's one. We then give you Dean Ambrose.
It's got to be lower.
It is lower, 84.
Cool. 2.
Oh,
Come on, I can do this.
You've got this.
84. I've got to remember the numbers I've said previously. That's my mistake last time.
Okay, so you had Dean Ambrose at 84. Rob Van Dam.
Just WWE Championship, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm going to go lower.
It is lower. It's 22 days.
Okay, cool. I remember that reign being short, but I was like, oh, he used to spin the belt. And I remember watching that week after week and you're like, hey, with the shitty spinner belt from Cena.
You've got Rob Van Dam at 22.
Okay. What rank number is that, by the way?
I can't tell you that.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Because you won't need it.
That's fine.
Triple H.
More. Higher.
Higher.
I've got one more and I've done it. I
Congratulations.
still lost the game because you did it in 2 attempts. I'm still on my third. But like, it's fine.
So we've got Triple H.
This is a victory for myself here if I can get this.
Triple H. Or, ready for this,
Go on.
Randall, Keith, Orton.
So I'm going from Triple H to
Randy.
Randy Orton.
Yep.
What's Triple H's number?
609.
609. It's got to be lower.
Oh, are you kidding me? No way! 658 for Randall Keith Orton.
Oh, fuck you, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I'm so gutted.
I'm so excited this game. I've already set you to start at number 40 for the next game. But it is it. So, yeah, Randall Keith Orton screwed you at the end.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed playing along with that because that was my ambition that this would be an easy one to play along with at home at least, you know.
Good
All
game,
right.
good game.
It's been a pleasure, man. That pay-per-view was absolutely terrible, but, you know, it was a good laugh to at least talk about it a bit, you know. Actually, it was depressing mostly.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I think this is the most miserable I've been on this pod.
Thank you very much for listening to the podcast this week. You say thanks. I'm going to throw this fucking mic at you. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you're bursting inside to do it, but like you can't think of a different outro. You can think of something.
You can find us on social media.
There you go. That works.
At the Tex Williams on Facebook and Instagram for me.
Yeah, mine's Rich Be Thy Name. That's Instagram and Twitter as well. Don't follow me on Facebook because Facebook's trash and I hate people that run Facebook. Money grabbing bastards. Anyway, worldofwrestlingpodcast.com. You can find all our links to our Stitcher, our iTunes, everything else, or just search for World of Wrestling Podcast. I know it's a long title, but you know, don't you say thanks. I know you're trying to. I'm just going to end it here. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You broke your mic.
I did. Oh well. Well played. That was a weird episode.
Self high five.